Hello, dear student. The topic which we are doing today, it is chapter number 3, current electricity. So these are the MCQs. Question number 1, it says that lightning is an electrical discharge which is caused by imbalance between. The answer is cloud and the ground and with the clouds. So option number C is right. That one is having both A and B. Electric current has both magnitude and direction. It is a answer is a scalar quantity. The conventional current flow from the point of a higher potential to a point of a lower potential. 1 coulomb per second, it is equal to 1 ampere. A charge of 60 coulomb passes through a electric lamp in 2 minutes. Please keep in mind it is written in 2 minutes. Okay, in 2 minutes. So what is the current in the lamp is? So the value of the current, it is given as I is equal to q upon t. So the value of q is 60 upon time is 2 into 60, so that one is 0.5 ampere. So the answer is 0.5 ampere. A charge through a conductor is given as the function of a time q is equal to 4t square plus 4t plus 4. At time t is equal to 2 seconds, you have to tell the value of this one. So while doing this one, you have to do the differentiation. So you will write down this one as the dq upon dt, so of d by dt of this equation. So equation is 4t square plus 4t plus 4, 4t square plus 4t plus 4. So when you do the differentiation of this one, it is equal to 8t plus 4. Put the value of t is equal to 2, so 8 into 2 16, 16 plus 4, so the answer will be equal to how much? That one will be equal to 20 ampere. So the correct answer will be equal to C, that one will be equal to 20 ampere. Now the next question which we have, it says that the charge through the cross section of a conductor is given as q is equal to 5t square minus 2t coulomb. Find the average current through the conductor in the time interval t1 is equal to 2 second and t2 is equal to 4 second. So you have to simply write down the values. 5t square minus 2t at t is equal to 2 second, put the value, then that one is delta q upon delta t, and put the value 4 minus 2, you will get that one will equal to 28 ampere. A current in a wire varies with the time according to the equation I equals to 4 plus 2t, where I is in the ampere, t is in the second. The quantity of charge which has to be passed through a cross section of a wire during the time t is equal to 2 second and t is equal to 6 seconds. 6 second, it is given as dq is equal to I dt. So the value of dq, put the value of I into dt. So it is 4 plus 2t into dt. You have to do the integration from where to where? From 2 to 6. So when you do the integration, the answer will be equal to 48 coulomb. An electric charge will experience a dash when an electric field is applied. It experiences a force when an electric field is applied. In earth atmosphere, where do the in the earth atmosphere, where do the free charge particle exist? Free charge particle exist. So it exists in ionosphere. It exists in a ionosphere. Okay, hope so you got the answer of this one. Ionosphere. The electric resistance of a conductor depend upon the size also, temperature also, and the geometry also. So answer is all of this. The electric resistance of a conductor is depend upon the factors, that is the size, temperature, geometry of the conductor. The voltage v and I of a graph is given for a conductor at the two different temperature T1 and T2. Relation T1 and T2, it is given as, which one is the correct option? So the answer is T1 is greater than T2. So how T1 is greater than T2? You can see the slope of V and I graph gives the resistance of a conductor at a time. From the graph, it follows the resistance of a conductor at a temperature T1 is greater than the temperature T2, as the resistance of a conductor is more in the higher temperature and less in the lower temperature. Now question number 15. Question number 15 is a 220 volt main supply is connected to a resistance of 100 kilo ohm. What is the effective value of the resistance? So very simple, it is we will write down this one as V is equal to IR. So I is equal to V upon R. So what is the value over here? It is given as 220 upon 100 kilowatt. So you will write down this one 100 into 10 is to the power 3. So when you will solve the answer, solve the question, this one will be equal to 2.2 milliampere. So the total value will be equal to 2.2 milliampere. So the correct option is this one, 2.2 milliampere. That one is the option number A. Now dear student, let us move to the another question. The question says that it says that question number 10, yeah, an electric atmosphere, where do the free charge particle exist, is ionosphere. The mechanism which maintain a steady electric current, it is cell as well as a battery. It is cell as well as battery. This one is the ionosphere. Atmosphere, where do the free charge particle exist. In a current against voltage curve in the Ohm's law, the slope gives a conductance. So answer will be a conductance. So the you will see over here in question number 12 that the answer is the conductance. Actually, the current against the voltage curve. So if you will write down the current against the voltage curve in the Ohm's law, it is not V is equal to IR, and you are making graph of I and V, not V and I. So I and V, so the answer will be equal to a conductance. Okay, so now the next question we have, it says that diagram is given in the figure given. The reading of voltmeter is 20 volt and the meter is 4 ampere. Okay, this one is 20 volt, this one is 4 ampere. So find the value of R. Should the what is the value of the R in this one? So V is equal to IR. V is 20, 4 into R. So the value of R is 5. So R, it is less than 5, having the internal resistance also. There are three, a very important question. There are three copper wire of equal length and the ratio of their radii as 1:2:3. What is the ratio of their resistivity? Resistivity is again 1:1:1, because the resistivity, it is independent of the shape and size of a conductor. It depends upon the nature of the material. Now question number 22, the resistance of a wire, it is given as the 10 ohm. What will be the new resistance if it is stressed 8 times the original? So we have the value of R is equal to rho L upon A. It is given as the 10. Length, it is 8 times area divided by 8. Whenever, how much times it is written, divide the area by that, multiply the length by that. So 8 into L and the area divided by 8. So when you will solve this one, it is 64 into the original resistance. Original resistance is 10, so answer will be equal to 640 ohm. Now the next question which we have, it says that a cylindrical rod is reformed to half. Cylindrical rod is reformed to half of its original length, and keeping volume constant. If the resistance before the change, where the R and resistance after reformation of the rod will be, what will be the value of the older one and what will be the value of the new one? Okay, let's see the answer. Yeah, now we know that the value, it is given as R1, it is equal to R1 is equal to R rho L1 upon pi R1 square, and the value of L2, it is given as L1 by 2, and pi R1 square L1 is equal to pi R2 square L2. Divide both the values, you will get the value L2 upon L1. Similarly, this one is for the R1, this one is for the R2. That one is rho L2 upon pi R2 square. So when you get these both values, divide R1 and R2, divide R1 and R2, you will get this value. Then again you have the value of R2 square upon R1 square. You will say this one as the L1 upon L2 whole square. That one will be equal to 2 square. So the R2, it is equivalent to R by 4. After this, we have the next question. It says that the condition for the validity of the Ohm's law is that the temperature should remain constant. The unit of specific conductivity, it is given as mho per centimeter per ohm per centimeter. After that, a metal rod of length 10 centimeter and rectangular cross section of 1 centimeter into 1 by 2 centimeter is connected to a battery across the opposite faces. The resistance will be, so the answer will be, it is maximum when the battery is connected to 1 centimeter into 1 by 2 centimeter face, because we know that the value of R, it is equal to rho L upon A, and the resistance is maximum when the L is large and A is least. L is large and A is least. So here you can say that the value of L is large in this one and the least in this one. Okay, now after this, let us move to the next question. It says that the figure shows three cylindrical copper conductor across their faces, areas, and the length. The rank them according to the current through them. The greatest first when the same potential difference V is placed across their length. So it is given as the L. It is 1.5 and it is L by 2. It is A by 2. A, and the value is given. R is equal to rho L upon A, R1 is equal to rho L upon A, R is equal to 1.5 L upon A by 2, R is equal to rho L by 2, and A by 2 it is given as the rho L by A, and this one is 3 rho L by A. On dividing both the values or equating both the values, you will get that I1 is equal to I3 and less than I2. So from the Ohm's law we know that V is equal to IR when the same potential difference is applied, or I is inversely proportional to R. So the option number D is correct. I1 it is equal to I3, which is less than I2. After this, the unit of mobility, it is m square v minus 1 s minus 1. Okay, the steady current flow in a metallic conductor of a non-uniform cross section the quality oblique quantity constant along the length of the conductor it is given as, it is the answer is it's a current only when the steady current flow through the metallic wire. So drift velocity is equal to 1 upon E into n into a. Vd is inversely proportional to a is and E is equal to sigma a. E is inversely proportional to a. Both Vd and E changes with the a, only current outside, as it does not depend upon the area of the conductor. After this we have the next one. When there is an electric current through a conductor wire along the length, then the electric field must exist, it is see, inside the wire, but parallel to it. So the current flowing through the wire along its length, it means charge are flowing along its length, therefore there must be some electric field parallel to the length of the wire. Which of the following characteristic of the electrons determine the current in the conductor? It is drift velocity. Drift velocity varies with the intensity of an electric field. Per the what is the relation for this one? Vd is equal to small e into capital E tau upon m. I hope so. This all the students regarding this one. That one is the value of the drift velocity. Basically, we are talking about. A steady current flow through the metallic conductor of non-uniform cross-section area, and the quantity and quality is given over there. We have already done this one. Now let us move to question number 31. A charged particle having drift velocity 7.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter per second. In the electric field is 3 into 10 to the power minus 10 volt per meter. Mobility, you have to tell the value. Mobility, it's just simply divide both the values. So 7.532 just 6.5 into so you will write down this one as 2.5 into 10 to the power 6. 2.5 into 10 to the power 6 meters square v minus 1 s minus 1. After this we have the next question. You have to tell a graph. In question number 34, you have to tell a graph IV graph representing the ohmic conductor. Okay, IV representing the ohmic conductor. Now the topic is the Ohm's law. The IV representing the ohmic conductor, so the correct option will be option number A. The Ohm's law is not applicable for the semiconductors. IV characteristic is given, so it is for the non-ohmic conductor. Okay, so that one is for the non-ohmic conductor. Now moving to the next one, and it says that it is non-ohmic. Ohm's law fails in, important question, Ohm's law fails in diode, thyristor, and as well as in PN junction system. So the answer is all of these. Range of resistivity for the metal is 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter to 10 to the power minus 6 ohm meter. After this we have the next one. It says arrange the following material in the increasing order of the resistivity. So we have the option. So the answer is correct answer is copper, then nichrome, germanium, and the silicon. The resistance of a fuse wire is very high. A fuse wire should melt a large current flows through it. Hence, it should have a high resistance, or that very large amount of the heat is produced, due to which the fuse wire melt and break. The continuity of the circuit from the supply means because H is equal to I square RT, H is directly proportional to R. Now the next question which we have, it is given as the resistance of a fuse wire is very high. We have done this one. Now the temperature, question number 43, the temperature dependence of resistivity of a semiconductor is represented by, the answer is option number C. Option number C. This one is the correct answer. Why this one is the correct answer? Because resistivity of a semiconductor decreases with the increase in the temperature, temperature exponentially. Okay, now the next question which we have, it says that the temperature coefficient of a resistance of an alloy used for making resistor is small and positive. Temperature coefficient of an alloy used for making resistors is small and the positive. After the resistance of a heating element is 99 ohm at room temperature, what is the temperature of the element if the resistance is found to be 116 ohm? So the temperature coefficient of a material of the resistor is 1.7 into 10 raised to the power minus 4 degrees Celsius. So the value of R0 is given, T0 is given, R is given 116, 1.7 10 is the power minus 4. RT is given, R0 is given, RT upon R0 minus 1, it is given as the alpha T minus T0. 116 upon 99 minus 1 is equal to alpha T minus T0. You will put the value. So on putting the value, you will get that answer is T minus T0, 10 is to the power 5 upon 99, 1010.10 degrees Celsius. T is equal to 1010.1 plus T0 1010.1 plus 27. Answer is 1037.1 degrees Celsius. After this, we have the next one. It says that the resistance of a heating element is 99 ohm at the room temperature. What will be the temperature of the element if the resistance is found to be 116? I hope so you all have done this. 1037.1 degree Celsius. The identical piece of germanium, the identical piece of germanium and the semiconductor and the copper, the identical piece of a germanium, the identical piece of a germanium copper are taken and cooled. Then the resistivity of the copper decreases and copper decreases and the germanium it increases. The resistivity of a copper decreases and the germanium it increases. Which of the following is wrong? Resistivity of a conductor. So answer is, it is independent of the temperature. So the last we have done. Okay, dear student, now over here we have done approximately. Thank you, dear student. Now we have done approximately all the questions. Thanks. Best of luck for your examination. Thank you.